according to YouTube statistics, blah, blah, blah. According to YouTube statistics, 99.9% of all viewers...
Yeah, we're not finishing that.
Yeah, I can't do that. Okay, so, welcome back to the 2.5 Brothers podcast. This is going to be the first episode of the new format. We wanted to give just a couple episodes to get you guys to know us a little bit better. And I think we're going to be starting off something really fun here.
There is also another thing about this episode.
There is another thing about this episode.
As you can hear from the intro.
That was not Tem Village. Probably was Spookwave.
And there's a reason for that. Do you all know what month it is?
Spooky Month! October. It's Spooky Month, guys. And that means that this whole month, for the next few episodes, we're going to do Halloween-themed, spook-themed episodes.
Is Halloween all of our favorite holidays?
It's definitely mine.
Definitely
it might
mine.
be.
It's absolutely mine.
What's everyone's least favorite holiday?
Easter.
Yeah.
The least amount of things happens at Easter. I do love doing our yearly Easter brunch. That's really the only thing I enjoy.
Yeah, but that's about it.
That's pretty much it. So we're gonna start this off as we said at the end of last episode. We're gonna start off doing a little round robin thing, where one of us starts the episode as the half brother, and the other two are competing to remain as a full brother. And at the end of the episode, the half brother, today it's me, will crown myself a full brother and will demote one of the other two to half brother for the next episode.
Steven, you're demoted.
What if the both of us are perfect, though? Then do you stay demoted?
Nope.
Darn.
Nope.
He'll just have to do like a big fast question or something.
Yeah, so it's kind of, like I said at the end of the episode last time, it's kind of distractible based where points are pretty much just assigned randomly. I'll figure out how things work, and we're today going to do a bracket of horror characters to see who we think would win overall. And whoever has a character that ends up on top today, they will be crowned. They will remain a full brother, and the other one will be brought down, unless I throw out some arbitrary points here and there, which I may do.
I have
1,000 points, Gryffindor.
10 points to Gryffindor.
10 points to Gryffindor.
I will say I have a huge disadvantage towards this because, as I said, I'm not a horror guy.
Nicholas is not a horror guy.
That's why your advantage is you get to pick first.
You get to pick first. All right.
Which is a huge advantage.
I
vote that you award points Harry Potter style. You have to say it like Snape, too.
No. Not the whole time.
1 quadrillion points from a Gryffindor.
Okay, so Nicholas, you pick a character. Who do you want on your first?
Are you typing this out?
I'm typing this all out. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna start off with Ghostface.
Ghostface. Okay.
So I'm gonna have to start with the Xenomorph.
Xenomorph. Okay.
All right.
And this is which Xenomorph from Alien 1, correct?
Yes. Specifically Alien Isolation Xenomorph.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Nicholas?
Who to put in next?
Yep.
Go with Invisible Man.
Okay.
It's a good one.
That's a pretty good one. Okay.
Dracula.
Dracula. And I want you to specify which Dracula this is. Are you talking about Hotel Transylvania Dracula? Are you talking about
Bram Stoker?
Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Are we talking about
what was the new
Rhinefield?
Wait, what was the new movie that we've seen?
Last Voyage of the Demeter. You want that Dracula?
Last Voyage of the Demeter Dracula.
Okay. Steven.
The Leprechaun.
Okay.
That's a good one.
We're doing 8, right?
Yep, 8 each.
All right, I'm going to do Megan.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Jason.
Okay. Which movie?
Because
you do know that he has.
I so badly want to say Jason X, but I know I shouldn't.
God no.
So why don't we go with
he...
part after he dies, somewhere where he was already revived.
Let's do 5.
Sure.
Okay.
Wait, is Jason X? He's just broken.
Jason X. He's extremely broken. Yeah.
Yeah. I so badly want to say that.
All right, I'm gonna go with Jigsaw.
Okay.
As
Which jigsaw?
Which jigsaw are you gonna do? Are you gonna doing what, Hoffman, or are you doing John?
I'm doing John Kramer.
Okay.
In that case, I'll pick Mark Hoffman.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me know when you're good.
You're good.
All right. I'm gonna choose Jaws.
Okay.
I know. I had to throw a funny one in there.
Yeah, but I mean, you're at a disadvantage if we're not in the water.
Yeah, that's true.
You didn't think that through, did you?
No, not really, but it's still. Can I switch my answer?
You can
Yeah.
switch your answer.
All right, I'm gonna choose Hannibal Lecter.
Okay. Steven?
I'm gonna have to go with Pennywise.
Okay.
That's a good one.
So you both have 6, so 2 more each.
All right, I'm gonna choose the Predator.
Okay. Steven?
I'm gonna go with Randy from Scream.
Okay. Nicholas, last one.
Chucky.
Chucky, nice choice. And Steven is your final choice.
I'm gonna have to go with Big Daddy.
Big Daddy!
I just realized none of us said Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, he's kind of overpowered to
That
be.
that
Yeah.
is true.
I'm just going to set these up so you can actually face each other. Should be... Actually,
Now,
this should be
how are they actually facing each other? Is this like an all-out fight, or are we pairing one up against the other?
Putting one against the others. We're doing bracket style, all right?
Can I choose who we go up against? Can we argue
Nope.
about that?
Nope.
Or do we argue in the way we
All
just
right,
went?
so how are we doing this? Random number generator? Or?
I have a bracket that I'm randomizing right now for fights. And...
While we take a minute, I
I
just want to
almost
say...
said
Nope.
Tiffany when he said Chucky.
Did you really?
Yes, I so badly wanted to say Tiffany.
Okay, guys. I have it. Here we go, boys.
All right, let's
Alright,
do
so
this.
who's the first round and how are we arguing about this?
So we are gonna go basically head to head. They got a week of prep time, knowing who they're going against. All right, and I just the order that you said it. Those are the seeds.
Fuck.
So we're starting off with the number 1 seed versus the number 16 seed. I randomized it. So let's see. We're gonna go Big Daddy versus Megan.
Ooh.
I'm gonna vote for Big Daddy here. I mean, obviously I picked him, but I mean he just has so much more maneuverability than Megan. He's not full machine, so I don't think Megan can control him. He's
Correct.
like old machinery, so that's out of the question. Megan being able to control him.
But
Megan does have the knowledge. She has like infinite knowledge of like a computer.
She
Correct.
does have infinite knowledge, yes. But I think in BioShock wasn't all that hidden anyway, so that would be a moot point.
yes, but I'm not looking specifically. So the way I'm thinking about this is specifically
If they came into the real life and had to fight each
if
other.
they had to come into real life and fight each other.
Well, Big Daddy has more weaponry than Megan does.
But Megan can control more. She can find stuff in her week of prep time.
Megan does have the
Correct.
Megan does have the ability of like infinite infinite brain.
Yes.
Because of her being linked with a computer, pretty much.
Yes, she is a fully automated AI android.
Mm-hmm. And because of that, if you're gonna give her a week of prep time, she has infinite choices of what she can do.
Correct.
She does, but so does Big Daddy.
All right.
This is a tough one from the start.
This is a tough start.
Yes.
It's a
All
very
right.
tough start.
All right. So
I'm gonna stick with Megan though.
you're sticking with Megan.
So
I'm sticking
Big
with
Daddy
Megan.
has mines he can use. He can stun people. Can he? Does he have a? Fuck! I wish I knew more about Big Daddy. I just picked him because he looks cool.
He does
All
it.
right. So if you guys are not specifically set on this, we can go to the next bracket and then we'll.
Well, okay. I found some of his weapons.
Okay.
He has a rivet gun. He has his big ass drill, obviously.
Yep.
Rocket launchers and an ion laser.
Okay. Megan Megan is titanium.
Titanium.
She is made of titanium.
Which,
True.
She's lightweight and super durable.
Yep.
True.
And she got hit with multiple weapons during
She got
the
hit
movie.
with multiple very powerful weapons during the movie, with
but
very,
never an explosion.
never an explosion.
Yeah, but even here's another thing. At the end of Megan, there was even after she pretty much died, she went into one of the cameras in the house.
Yep.
But then she was still dead at that point. She's dormant right now.
She's dormant for the moment, but
She always finds a way to come
she
back.
can find a way to come back by escaping into the internet.
That's fair.
Ultron style.
That's fair.
So that's another.
But I
reason
mean,
why
I guess we
choose
would count
Megan.
that as a defeat, though.
For that one battle, I would count that as a defeat. I'm going to throw Big Daddy through the next round. Here we go,
All right,
boys.
I'll take it.
All right. Next up, Dracula versus Randy.
Okay, so hear me out here.
Oh no.
Hear me out here. We're assuming Randy has a week of prep time, right?
Yes.
He's watched every single Dracula movie in that week. He has read every book on Dracula. He's even read Twilight in that time, just to know everything he can about vampires to be able to outsmart Dracula.
Yeah.
And if Dracula knows that's what's coming, yeah, Dracula has no chance of this. I'm gonna admit that.
Well, Randy's just a human.
That is true. Randy is just a human, but
He has no special abilities to go up against Dracula. But he knows horror.
That's true. That's true.
that is also true. But during the time, Dracula only went after like one person a night during the last voyage of the Demeter. But later on, it grew on more and more. He eventually killed more people as time went on. I think even with the prep time, I think Randy being just a regular human would still end up finding a way to not go up against Dracula.
So who do you think would win?
Dracula.
I vote Randy still, but I mean, I guess it's obviously our half-brother's decision. This episode has a lot more quiet in it.
This has a lot more quiet because it's a lot of thinking.
Yes.
There's a lot of
There's
thinking.
a lot of thinking about this, but I think this is an okay thing.
There's going to be a good amount of
My
cutscenes.
problem is Randy literally is the smart. Like in Scream, the only reason he died was bullshit.
Yeah.
He should have known, honestly.
Yeah.
They even regretted killing him because they brought him back in the third movie. Let's be honest.
I agree. All right. So,
I don't think Randy's got this one.
no, I got to put Dracula through, boys.
Yeah.
All right. So now we got Leprechaun versus John Kramer.
Oh fuck! John has no chance here.
Well, I know nothing about Leprechaun, so tell me about this.
He almost has Toon Force.
You're kidding.
He is basically if the Gremlins had Toon Force.
If the Gremlins had Toon Force.
John Kramer lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, he also has a bunch of weaknesses though that John would know.
Correct. John.
Like they
John
trapped
is
him in the
very
safe in the second movie because he couldn't get out of iron.
correct.
He can't get past a 4-leaf clover. So these are things that John would know.
John would absolutely know about this.
John would know, and he would find a way to progress with that, eventually trapping him, like
Correct.
with the week of prep time.
With the week of prep time, I think John would have it would have a really big advantage being able to figure out how this leprechaun
But here's
thinks.
another thing
I mean,
about John.
one 4-leaf clover was enough to keep that leprechaun in the box for like how many years was that?
A lot.
Yeah, it was a lot during that first movie.
One thing about John, he doesn't kill. He doesn't kill. He has his traps that kill him for him.
Yeah, so I guess if the leprechaun didn't want to play fair, which it wouldn't, because why would it?
It would die.
It would die unless John held gold. Maybe John goes, if you don't play fair, this gold right here, I'm gonna throw it down a well.
That is true.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like John would come out of this one.
I could see.
I feel like John would come out of this one.
I can see.
All right. So I'm progressing John to the next one. All right. This one, Steven, you're battling yourself here. Pennywise versus the Xenomorph.
I'm battling myself. I didn't know we were doing that.
Yep.
So is it wrong to say the Xenomorph instantly wins?
No.
I
But
think
also, yes. You got to think about Pennywise as like his whole concept is he basically goes inside the mind of whoever he's going
But
against.
what would
And
the
Xenomorph.
Do Xenomorphs even have fears? He's literally
We
fighting a
don't know.
being without fear. Let's assume they don't have fears. What could Pennywise do at that point? To a being with no fear.
Nothing really.
No, he really couldn't because I'm thinking of in the movies and also in the book, he dies because the kids stop being afraid. So
Correct.
He wouldn't even have any power at the
Over
first
the
place in the
xenomorph.
xenomorph.
Even if the xenomorph somehow had a fear, do you think the xenomorph would still win?
I think that would be a much harder battle.
It would be. I mean, if they had a fear, I think it would end up being the predators.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a xenomorph through.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes sense.
I'll go with that.
All right, here we go. Ghostface versus Hoffman.
Oh shit! Is this
So-
even a question?
Yeah. So
Wait, which Ghostface?
Which Ghostface are you thinking?
you said there's multiple Ghostfaces.
There's basically a new Ghostface.
Okay,
every
so
movie.
does he get two Ghostface then? Since most movies have two,
I'd say so.
Okay.
so two Ghostface versus Hoffman.
Yeah. And we'll do the first movie.
Okay, so
Well, unlike John Kramer, Hoffman actually can kill.
actually doesn't care about.
He doesn't care
He
about the
does
whole
care more
morality.
than Amanda.
He
though.
cares more about Amanda, but he definitely
I think
has
he's
much
only-
less of a moral compass than
He's
John.
only made one impossible trap, though, hasn't he?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
which
it
was
Strom.
just
Seth
to set
Baxter,
up
too.
murder.
Seth Baxter. I forgot about that.
Strom wasn't. Strom was actually winnable if Strom just listened.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So what do you guys think? What do you?
I think Hoffman's smarter than the Ghostface killers.
I agree with that. He also has learned a lot about
Sneaking.
sneaking and
Escaping.
escaping, being able to figure out a
he
way
escaped out of a reverse bear trap,
to. Yeah.
even though he should have been dead.
Yes.
Yes.
He was tied to a chair, no hope,
Nope.
and he found his own hope.
Correct.
Yes.
He also has learned a lot more about the human mind. than
Hoffman is
Amanda
Hoffman is incredibly smart.
He's an extremely smart man.
yes, not as smart as Kramer though.
No,
But
definitely not as strong as John. So what are you thinking?
Even if he's-
I'm thinking probably Hoffman's coming through now.
I would
Yeah.
agree, but
The only thing the Ghostface killers have is that there's two of them.
Correct.
Yes.
That's their one thing. Their one huzzah. If Hoffman didn't know there were two of them, but since there's a week of prep time, he knows exactly who they are as well.
Exactly.
So he could set them up,
Yeah.
play a game with them, and then history.
So yeah, I think Hoffman gets thrown through.
Yep. Hoffman's going through.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another good one. Predator versus the Invisible Man.
Can Predator see things that are invisible?
He has the infrared.
All right, then Predator wins. That simple as that.
Yeah,
'Cause
the
Invisible
Man's only power was being invisible.
Being invisible.
He did get a pretty high kill streak though.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's mostly because he was invisible.
Correct.
He's not like overly powerful or anything like that. He's just invisible.
He's just invisible.
The Predators are on the weaker scale though.
They are on the weaker scale, but they have the advantage of sneaking as well, and they are hunters.
True, but if they bleed,
That's true.
you can kill them.
This one is tougher than the last one, I will say. What do you think?
I don't think the Invisible Man has any. play
No,
here.
Invisible Man loses here.
Okay, Predator's going through, boys.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, that's not even a contest.
Yep. All right. Here we go. Ash versus Jason from Jason 5. From Friday.
I only know
did
Jason.
Not want these two to go against each other so early.
This is a very.
These are two heavy hitters.
Yep.
So who is Ash Williams?
Ash Williams is from Evil Dead. He's a dude that has a
chainsaw
he has a
hand.
possessed chainsaw hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he is overpowered as fuck.
But compared to Jason, though.
Jason's also overpowered. as
They
fuck.
are very similar on power levels.
Do you think it could be a stalemate, though?
No.
Jason has been killed.
Jason has been
He's
killed.
been killed by a child.
He's been killed by a child, and also I will say Ash is definitely smarter
Smarter
than
than
Jason.
Jason. Jason's probably stronger though.
I gotta throw Ash ahead of Jason in this.
I would too.
All right, and Nicholas, this is your turn
All right.
to go head to head against yourself. Hannibal Lecter versus Chucky. A cannibal versus a doll.
That is
But the doll does have human meat inside.
That's true.
that is true. Hannibal. Well, Chucky's fast.
Chucky's fast.
Chucky's incredibly fast,
But Chucky's main advantage,
is being short and fast.
is the advantage of surprise.
correct. Hannibal, he's a very methodical man. He's also extremely smart.
He's more. I think he might be as smart as John Kramer.
He is on a very similar level of
He's very
intelligence
similar.
as John.
So I think even with the week of prep time, he'll gain more knowledge while Chucky is Chucky.
Chucky is pretty skillful, though.
He is very skillful.
And he's very durable.
He's extremely durable. We've seen him get burned alive. We've seen him get chopped up. Like,
and he has the ability to have multiple Chuckies.
exactly.
That is true.
Wait. Which Chucky are we talking about? We're talking about, like...
I'd say classic trilogy Chucky.
Yeah.
Classic trilogy, so not the Megan Chucky?
No.
Okay, so that's easier. He also had a knife as a hand.
He also had a knife as a hand towards the end.
Of the second one.
Yeah.
He's been rebuilt so many times. He did... Like, what part of him... So basically, it's the Abraham Lincoln question with him.
Yeah.
As long as any part of him has touched Chucky, any part of that can be used to make a Chucky, I think.
Yes.
And he has voodoo magic.
He does have voodoo magic. He also has the soul of a serial killer inside of him.
This
Honestly,
match is really close.
I think Chucky clutches this.
I think Chucky will like barely scrape by.
Barely.
All right.
Because I don't think Hannibal Lecter is much of a... what does he have in terms of, besides smarts?
He is just a smart man. He is John Kramer without the means. He's without the method. He has the means. He doesn't have the method of going through with his intelligence stuff.
So yeah, Hannibal's out.
Yeah.
Although
I lost two
Hannibal
heavy
will put up a
hitters.
good.
Holy shit!
Hannibal will put up a good fight though.
How did I lose two heavy hitters so early on?
I don't know, man.
Pennywise was another heavy hitter.
Pennywise and Jason were both really heavy hitters that could have made it far if they weren't in this particular way.
I'm surprised Jason's out the first round.
You don't understand Ash Williams.
You don't
groovy.
understand
All right.
This is my boomstick. He also has a shotgun.
Yeah.
No,
Very important to his character.
Yeah, very important.
Okay, shotgun win.
All right, so
Gun Jesus is
round
smiling
2, right, boys?
Yes.
Round 2.
We've got Big Daddy versus Dracula.
Ooh. Okay, so right off the bat, Big Daddy's in a metal suit.
And did Dracula break anything metal related in the movie?
No,
That
he did not.
I'm assuming. And then that just basically nullifies all the Dracula powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that I will say is Dracula does have has a range advantage in terms of being able to. He is much more agile.
Yes.
Correct.
He's extremely-
Big Daddy is big and bulky.
And it does have to run out of power eventually.
Yes.
I will say that, and if this isn't taking place in like a completely confined area, I would say Dracula has a better chance of staving off until Big Daddy has to get out of the suit, because Big Daddy does have to eat, and so does Dracula. But if there's anyone around, Dracula can feed while holding
That
off.
is true. So, do you think Dracula is able to stall out the time?
I don't know, man. Dracula also has a rocket launcher again. And the
Big
ion
Daddy, not
cannon.
Dracula.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Big Daddy has, like, the ion cannon. Big Daddy has the weaponry that,
I will say this. Dracula is confined to only nighttime. So even if he does stave off Big Daddy during the night, Big Daddy has time to replenish and recharge during the day.
Yeah.
That is true.
I gotta give this one to Big Daddy. Big Daddy goes in around 3.
Yeah, I'll take the loss on this one.
Alright. So now we got John Kramer versus the Xenomorph.
Does John even have a chance here?
No. No.
Does John even have a chance here?
No.
I love you, John Kramer, but no.
I gotta. This one has to go to Xenomorph. Xenomorph.
What can he do?
He can't.
How does he even have prep? What prep time against a Xenomorph? Okay, I know exactly what he do with his prep time.
Hide.
Fuck this, I'm going to Hawaii.
Alright, so.
Xenomorph.
Alright,
I like to play a game.
We got this next one.
It's called hide and seek. You can play hide and seek.
We got Hoffman versus Predator.
Those are actually. I think this one's more even.
This one's really even. What are you guys thinking?
I think the Predator would be kind of hard to take by surprise, though, and put in a trap. But Hoffman also has more mobile traps, like guns and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could... So, here's my thinking. Hoffman can trap the Predator, but do you think, if he does trap him, do you think the Predator has enough knowledge to get past through each trap and trial?
Would he make it winnable?
Would he make it winner?
I think if so, because he has the week of prep time. I think Hoffman would know what's going on, and that it would have to be something that he would have to kill. It'd have to be a unwinnable trap.
Yeah.
And I think if that's the case, he would probably be able to make a mobile trap to defeat the Predator. Ooh, smart. Steven's doing a little gauntlet thing. The
Predator, if he's gonna lose, he's just gonna blow everyone up.
Yeah.
So, even if he loses, he would still find a way to self-destruct.
Only if he could reach that gauntlet, though, and only if Hoffman didn't know about the gauntlet.
Which Hoffman would know about the gauntlet.
He would, but
He would
wouldn't
know about the gauntlet.
Is it attack? Could they even take it off? Is the question.
No, I don't know if he could take it off, but he could make it so the Predator couldn't reach his gauntlet.
True.
He could modify the trap to make it so that the arms are separated.
True.
That is true.
I
think Predator has more weapons than.
Well, it doesn't matter about how many weapons he has. Can he survive?
I think.
Can the Predator set up traps himself?
We've never seen it.
Okay, and then I guess I will say, during the events of the first Predator movie, what is it that they do to take down the Predator?
Shit.
They set up traps.
They set up traps. Yep.
Hoffman's
gonna go through. Hoffman with a much more vast knowledge of traps. I think yes.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. You got Chucky versus Ash Williams.
Oh, poor Ash Williams.
Poor Ash.
But no, Chucky's got this.
Chucky absolutely has this.
Chucky does?
Yeah, so the whole reason why Ash is such a powerful thing as he is because he got possessed. And Chucky being a possessed thing, he can possess the different parts of Ash. He can possess the chainsaw and have that become a part of Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding.
Yeah. No, I think Chucky's got this. That's a really.
I don't know though. Ash has beat his own hand before.
Ash has beat his own hand, but his regular hand, not his chainsaw hand.
True, but he can survive just fine without his chainsaw.
It's true. But even then, what other powers does Ash have that Chucky can't replicate?
The Necronomicon.
I forgot about the Necronomicon.
Ooh.
Ash has read through the Necronomicon. I'm pretty sure he still has the Necronomicon.
I'm pretty sure he does.
Remember, this is a week of prep time.
A week of prep time.
What could he read in the Necronomicon of a week of prep time?
I think Ash got this.
Ash.
I think he, just because of the Necronomicon.
Just because the Necronomicon and being able to like prepare for a week.
He could probably sever his soul through the Necro.
He could
sever Chucky through the Necronomicon.
Yep.
Because those are two very similar powers, I think. Voodoo and Necronomicon.
Yeah.
But Chucky, knowing the knowledge of the Necronomicon, what would he do against it?
Chucky doesn't have.
Pray.
Yeah, he'd fucking pray. Honestly, yeah.
Honestly, though, Chucky would probably make a bunch of duplicates of himself in a week of prep time.
Yeah, but
that is something he can do.
That is something he can do, but...
Do you think it would be enough?
But do you think it would be enough to stave off Ash and his Necronomicon?
Probably not. In the show Ash vs. the Evil Dead, he's literally summoned demons with that thing.
I gotta give this one to Ash.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Okay, here we go. Round 3. We've got Big Daddy versus the Xenomorph.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna lie, I think Xeno's got this one.
Because Xeno's able to break, like, metal, right?
Xeno is extremely strong and very powerful.
Yeah.
And they will sacrifice some of themselves, too. Yeah. And you know what Xeno have for blood? Acid.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So even if it...
But with the weaponry Big Daddy has, I think a Xenomorph could be an easy kill as well.
That is true, but then again, if...
The only reason they couldn't kill him easily in the first movie is because they had no weapons. Correct. In the second movie, you see them being taken down by regular guns. By the dozens.
Yeah.
So I think Big Daddy wins this.
It'd be close. Because Big Daddy also doesn't have as much mobility as the people do in Aliens.
Ooh, that is true.
Although, what took down the Alien Queen was a big, slow, bulky Get away from her, you bitch.
That's true. This one's very close.
Very close.
Very close.
Does Nickus even have anyone in the running still?
Chucky.
No, we just got rid of Chucky.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Or is it just me in the running?
I have Hoffman still in.
No,
I picked Hoffman.
He's got Hoffman.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I don't think so. No, I'm pretty sure it's just a Steven battle from here on.
Nope.
Congratulations on becoming the half brother.
Oh,
We don't know. You guys don't know about the points I've randomly assigned.
Oh.
Okay, I gotta throw Big Daddy ahead. Big Daddy goes into the final round.
But who's he? Wait, no. Shouldn't there be 3? Or is it a 3-way for the last round?
No, it's so. We're not done. We got one more.
Yeah. Okay. I thought there was another one besides that. For some reason.
Are we gonna do a third and a third place round?
Yes, we are gonna do the third place
Okay.
round. All right. So right now we've got Ash versus Hoffman.
Ash versus Hoffman.
Ash versus Hoffman in the semifinals.
This one's difficult
Because
because we're back down to both humans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Necronomicon.
Necronomicon.
But Hoffman would know about that.
Hoffman would know about the next
Basically, I guess the question is, could you catch Ash by surprise?
I think you could, because he does get caught by surprise in the first movie.
You're right, but that's before he's experienced.
That's true.
The second movie, doesn't he know exactly what to do?
Yeah.
Also, while we're on there, can we talk about how the second movie had to remake the first movie because they lost the rights to the first movie?
Did they actually?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because they went through some jerk or something, and then they're like, haha, we own this now.
Yeah.
That's why every horror movie you watch plays the Evil Dead on it. It's
Yeah.
public property.
Really?
Oh God.
I need to watch these movies.
I think we got to bring Ash to the front lines.
I think Ash could beat Hoffman.
Okay.
By how much though?
Not a whole lot.
I think Ash could get through the traps. He wouldn't have his funny boomstick. He wouldn't have his funny chainsaw handy. He wouldn't have his Necronomicon. But you know what he does have? He has the will to survive.
Yeah. Okay, so before we head off to the final round,
We should do a loser bracket.
we can do a loser bracket.
How much time do we have? We got enough time to do a loser bracket?
We have plenty of time for a loser bracket.
We got about a half hour still.
Okay, perfect. So let's finish off this, and
Let's
then
finish
go
off
to
this.
loser bracket.
Let's go. So for third place, we've got what is that? We got Xenomorph, and we've got
Hoffman. Well, it's the same situation with John Kramer and the Xenomorph. So in
but I will say, Hoffman cares a lot less
about the moral
ideals, and he's much stronger.
And
he is
actually
much stronger, but I don't think you can hand-to-hand a Xenomorph.
I'm not talking hand-to-hand. I'm saying in terms of actually...
Yes, but the only way you can get someone in a trap is sedatives.
Yes, but regardless of that,
Hoffman can be set up the trap ahead of time as a running trap.
Exactly.
That's I didn't think about that.
Yeah, he can do that. He also has his guns, and you said before that the Xenomorph...
Yes. Yes.
Does Hoffman pull ahead of Xenomorph?
I don't know. I think Xenomorph's faster than Hoffman, though.
Agreed.
And if we're talking the Alien Isolation Xenomorph, they have a long-ass tail.
They do have a long-ass tail.
Which is a spear.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think the Xenomorph's got this one.
All right. So right now, for third place, we've got the Xenomorph. Xenomorph takes third place.
All right.
And for top 2, it's Ash Williams versus Big Daddy.
Ooh.
Oof, two
extremely heavy hitters. Which I didn't even... Honestly, when first thinking about this, I didn't think that Big Daddy was going to make it to the end.
Did you think Ash was going to make it far?
Oh, yeah. I knew Ash was going to make it far.
I don't know this one. Because, in the game, you shoot at the Big Daddy, and that's enough to break his armor and kill him.
And with Ash's Necronomicon, he could probably conjure something real nice for this.
Yeah.
He could conjure an undead army.
Yeah.
To go against Big Daddy.
And if the undead army turns on him, he can even handle all that.
Agreed.
I think we gotta go with Ash Williams here.
All right.
I think that was too strong of a pick.
That's an extremely strong pick.
Yeah.
Steven definitely had an advantage because he knows much more about horror than Nicholas did, which I think that's why Steven ended up winning this whole bracket.
Yeah, I'll take the loss on this one, but I need to educate myself.
I think we should do the losers bracket. Like, just take out the top two and then try again with different standings.
Yep. So let's go ahead. We're gonna pull off. We'll pull off Big Daddy and Ash. Okay, so I just set up the next round, and we are gonna be doing the losers tournament. So anyone who wasn't in there already, there are 2 people that have advanced into the next round: Jason and Xenomorph, just because they're the strongest. So let's see. First off. Oh my god, this is a fucking amazing first round.
What?
The first round, first battle of the first round. John Kramer versus Hoffman.
You're kidding.
Oh god. I mean, if according to lore, I think.
Well, it was Kramer who taught Hoffman everything.
John is smarter.
Hoffman has a better drive.
Hoffman has a better drive.
That is true.
So this is an extremely tight matchup.
This is very tight.
How do you do this fight?
I mean,
how do you do this fight?
John is much better at predicting human behavior.
That is true.
True, but Hoffman got out of John's trap.
That is also true. But if it was a completely different trap other than the reverse bear trap,
maybe. Because you got to figure, Hoffman worked on most of the traps with John.
that is
Hoffman
true.
worked on most of the traps with John, but there was no trap particularly that was designed for Hoffman.
Correct, which is weird because he had a whole note about it.
He had a whole,
Don't think you got away untested.
Don't think you'll get away untested. His whole test was
This is the test.
his allegiance. This is going to be his test right here. Do you think Hoffman would make it out of a trap specifically designed for him?
Yeah.
I
think Hoffman has a great drive.
Maybe it depends on because
I mean, he did make it out of the trap, the original one, the fake trap, the shotgun.
Yeah.
To his face.
But here's another thing. Kramer has said it himself. Fear is a big instinct of what triggers the human body, and
Hoffman has learned to dissociate himself from fear.
That's
a big part of Saw 6.
That is also true.
I think we gotta come back to this one.
No.
This one needs time.
No, because we're not going to be thinking about it when we're talking about the other one.
That is true.
I,
It's way too close to call.
I think I gotta put through John.
Yeah.
I also got
His
it.
traps are much more concise, and they're much better at actually testing a person's true will to live. I think Hoffman feigns his will to live sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
So I gotta put John ahead.
Yeah, I can see.
But it's very
very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next up, we got the Invisible Man versus Randy.
The Invisible Man versus Randy?
The Invisible Man versus Randy.
Oh, this
I
is
think the
good
Invisible
one.
Man.
No,
wins.
No? I don't know, man. You do not... We gotta show him Scream.
We need to show him Scream.
Just to understand Randy.
Randy is...
the smartest horror character.
He's the smartest horror character of any, like, slasher-type movie. He knows all. He loves watching all these horror movies.
And he's right.
And he's right. He's 100% right.
Really?
Every prediction he's made, I think he was right about.
I think so.
Except for the one where he died, but you know, I don't count that.
No, but every single one that he honestly truly made, besides that one, he was 100% correct. I think he would 100% figure out what's going on with the Invisible Man.
Plus, I'm sure he knows all the basic ways to deal with the Invisible Man.
Yes.
Paint, rain.
Yeah.
Turn on the fire sprinklers if he's in the building.
Yeah.
Then what does the Invisible Man have against him?
Nothing.
Exactly.
So Randy wins.
I think Randy goes ahead.
I think Randy wins.
Let's go Dracula versus Chucky.
You can't possess Dracula.
You can't possess Dracula, but
Dracula can't feed on you.
Dracula can't feed on Chucky. Actually,
wait, Chucky has blood.
I was gonna say,
Chucky does have blood. Chucky does have blood.
But do you think it's good blood? Do you think it would actually, like, hurt Dracula?
its blood, I think it would sustain Dracula.
Yeah.
I think it would sustain Dracula. And
But he could have to catch Chucky.
I feel like he could. He's very mobile.
Dracula's
are
fast.
showing-
Dracula's fast, strong, and he can fly.
When The Last Ship of Demeter comes on, can I watch it with you guys?
Oh,
Yeah.
you haven't seen it?
No.
I thought you came with us.
No, you didn't.
No.
Oh, it was
Oh,
me, you, and AJ.
Yeah, that's who it was.
I honestly forgot we were just doing a podcast. I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
I thought we were just sitting here arguing.
I mean, that's kind of what we do in general, but
Yeah.
But that's why we thought it would be a good podcast.
This
Because
is a good podcast. I literally forgot we were recording.
This is the way that we talk in general. Like this isn't something
Yeah.
that we just do for the podcast. We
No,
genuinely
we-
talk like
Yeah.
this with each other.
2.5 brothers, everyone.
Yo, I think I gotta pull Dracula ahead on this one.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because one of Chucky's biggest things, you said, he can possess other spirits that are possessed.
he can possess other objects and
Other
things
objects that are possessed.
that.
So what if he possessed the boat?
But the boat's not
I mean,
possessed.
no, but he can possess the boat, but the boat isn't gonna do anything to harm Dracula.
No.
And Dracula's not going to do anything to harm the boat.
It
So
would
I guess that's stalemate.
It would be stalemate in that scenario, but really anything else, I think Dracula would win this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw Dracula ahead.
All right.
Megan versus Pennywise.
Peters don't have fear.
That is so. Just by that default,
Megan would have to come through.
yeah.
Unless Megan does have fear because she's advanced. Like
She is an AI.
She is a human, almost.
She is a near human AI.
So, wouldn't she have fear? She
I'd
has
say
anger.
no, because
She has sadness.
She has anger and sadness. She would have fear, but
What would she be afraid of?
what would she be afraid of besides just the fear of?
Here's another thing about Megan, though. Megan pretty much controls of how she feels and what she feels.
That's
So
true.
she
She
can
can do that.
so she can feel, oh, I fear this, and it doesn't have to be like anything related to.
I think.
But I think also being a robot that's so advanced like that, she might not be able to control her feelings sometimes.
But
she can have a good handle on
even
them.
in that scenario, do you think Pennywise would be able to freak her out to the point of destruction? Because
What has Pennywise actually accomplished? He scared kids. He couldn't do it against adults.
He scared kids. He couldn't do it against the adults. But he did scare Stanley.
Stanley, that's a good point.
Stanley killed himself because of Pennywise as an adult.
Yes.
That is a good point. But
But
Megan is a child.
Megan is a child,
She has the human AI of a child.
but she is extremely brilliant, and like I pulled up the last time, she's titanium.
Yeah.
She is
I don't know if Pennywise could physically harm her.
But mentally, maybe.
Mentally,
what about making her float?
No,
Would you count-
that because making her float, that's all about soul. Megan doesn't have a soul.
Shit.
That
That was my argument.
So I go with Megan.
I think I gotta go Megan. Ooh, this is a good one.
All right.
Ghostface, Hannibal Lecter.
So there are two ghost faces.
There are two
There's
Ghostface.
two ghost faces.
But I will say, much like what we had said last time when it was Hoffman versus Ghostface, Hannibal is extremely smart.
He is extremely smart, but what does he have? What else does he have besides being extremely smart?
Not a whole lot. He does have a creep factor to him that I think he would probably be able to creep out at least one of the ghost faces.
Because the ghost faces
He has
are
the
just
intimidation.
human.
They are just two dudes.
two
Yes.
dudes,
Two dudes with knives.
Yep.
basically.
2.5 dudes.
Our sequel podcast coming out later this year.
Yep. 2.5 rolls. That's our D&D podcast.
2.5 rolls. I guess that's it now.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Yeah. So what are you guys thinking? Hannibal or Ghostface?
If it's a similar situation with Hoffman and Ghostface, I think Hannibal can pull this off.
I think Ghostface got this.
It's a really tight one. I'm gonna have to put a Ghostface in this. Okay.
All right.
Okay. The Leprechaun versus Predator.
Oof.
Okay.
This one's tough.
This is a really tough one.
Predator has the weapons, armor, and skill.
Leprechaun has like a mythological magic to him.
Yes.
That
That's you said almost similar to Toon Force.
Almost.
he's basically like
He has a toned down version. He doesn't have Bugs Bunny's Toon Force.
no.
God no.
He's like He's got like Michael Jordan 2 and 4s.
Oh,
That's pretty much what that is.
He everything he does, he has to find funny.
Yes.
ooh. My favorite already.
we gotta show him Leprechaun.
Yeah, we gotta show him.
I want to
Leprechaun.
see Leprechaun.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, those are good movies.
He killed someone with a pogo stick.
That's funny.
Exactly.
But he also has a ton of magic. The third movie, where he just magics around that entire movie.
Would that be enough to catch Predator off guard? I think so.
I think so. I think Predator just lost to a leprechaun.
Yeah.
I think Predator lost his Leprechaun. Okay, let's go. Second round of the losers bracket: Hoffman versus Jason. I think Steven knows the answer to this.
How the fuck does Hoffman do this?
What are you talking about?
Wait.
I think Hoffman's got this in the bag.
Wait,
Jason
what?
can tell-
No. Sorry, this isn't Hoffman. This is John. John beat Hoffman.
Oh.
John versus Jason. I think John's got
John.
this
Yeah,
in the bag.
okay, that changes it a
John's
lot.
got this in the bag.
Yeah.
I think so.
I was gonna say, wait.
John's got this
The
in the
only
bag.
thing that okay, we need to settle this right now. Teleport or no teleport?
No teleport.
He cannot teleport.
He cannot teleport.
but he can teleport.
In Jason 5, can you teleport?
In Friday the 13th, Part 5, it's a pseudo teleport. He doesn't actually teleport. He just appears.
He just hauls ass off
He
screen.
just hauls ass when he's off screen, but whenever he's on screen, he walks like. He's a very slow human being unless he's off screen.
But Jason has been killed by psychological before.
He's been killed by psychological
Many
and
times, actually.
He's also been killed by a child.
By psychologically manipulate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
John
John
has
Kramer
this in the
has this.
bag.
Hoffman would not have this one,
No.
though.
No.
Hoffman, I think, would succumb to Jason too easily. So, yeah, that brings John ahead to the third round.
Remember, a week of prep time.
A week of prep time.
And
Exactly.
John still wins.
Exactly. All right. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. Randy versus Dracula again.
God damn it.
We already did this. We already
Yeah,
got
we
this.
already did this.
Okay, can we argue against this again, though?
We can argue against this again. I mean, thinking more about it, Randy might have it.
Because it was close before,
It was
wasn't
really close before. I'd be willing to put Randy ahead purely because what we were talking about of his vast knowledge and predictions. We didn't talk about that last time.
His predictions are almost always correct.
I think we might be able to pull that. I think we might be able to pull Randy ahead for that.
Yes.
Yeah,
But-
I can see that.
With a week of prep time, I think he might be able to pull it off.
That's what I'm saying.
What's Dracula going to do with that week of prep time?
Gain.
Sleep and eat. He sleeps during the day and he feeds at night.
So basically...
And with the more blood that Dracula has, he gets stronger, correct?
Not
Not this
necessarily. Not this one.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to put Randy in. Now remembering his predictions and thinking about it that way, I'd have to put Randy ahead.
All right.
But again, still very close.
Still very close.
He's coming out of this scathed.
Yes. Megan versus Xenomorph.
How do you do this?
What can Megan do to a xenomorph?
Megan has the knowledge of anything, so Megan.
She does, but she doesn't have the weaponry to deal with this.
She can inhabit the weaponry.
She can break into any place, kill everyone there, gain any weaponry that she so desires.
The xenomorph's pretty smart too. It's not a
The
dumb
Xenomorph
creature.
is definitely a smart creature.
Oh, I know.
I don't know. I think the Xenomorph would be able to kill Megan because we're talking about like we said earlier, isolation is Xenomorph.
They're strong as fuck.
They're strong as fuck, and that tail, I think that would definitely pierce
that
Megan.
thing's
Yeah.
long as fuck too.
It's long, sharp, and powerful.
Can it pierce titanium?
Probably.
Probably.
I would say
Because
that
Megan's not solid type.
she's not solid titanium.
Yeah.
God, she'd be way heavy at that point.
I think we gotta throw Xenomorph in round 3 now. Okay.
Xenomorph's also another heavy hitter.
Yeah.
I think I already know the answer to this one. We got Leprechaun, Ghostface.
How the fuck does Ghostface do this?
He doesn't.
They don't.
They don't.
They don't.
They
This
don't.
is an easy Leprechaun win.
All right, next round.
Next round, we've got John Kramer versus Randy.
Ah, does Randy have the drive? This is actually a really interesting.
This is a
one.
really interesting one because does Randy have the
will
the
to-
drive and the will to live?
Basically, if he has the will to live, he beats John Kramer.
If he doesn't, then he's insta dead.
I think it can be any scenario for this. So here's my thinking. Randy gets and somehow gets in a trap.
No, he definitely gets in a trap.
He gets in
Randy definitely gets in a trap.
But John doesn't rig his traps to kill.
John doesn't. John doesn't.
Yes. Randy gets in
cause
a
his
trap.
traps to definitely kill.
Randy gets in a trap, and he ends up going through all the traps, trials, and he ends up passing.
I just thinking about this. I feel like Randy would put through one of those big movie-wide traps.
Yeah.
Like the multi-room trap.
Like Saw 3.
Like in Saw 3. I feel like John would do that using Randy's motivations against him.
But here's another thing about John Kramer. Almost everyone who has passed the trial and traps all succumbs
pretty
to
much become
Kramer.
loyal to John. So
Oh God, if John had Randy, the movie would be so short.
Yeah. So
I think in any case right here, John would come through either by killing Randy through a trap.
I don't think Randy would die from the traps, though.
But I think if Randy
would become loyal to
depends
John.
on what the trap is.
I don't care. I think Randy has the will to survive.
I think Randy has the will to survive. I think Randy would succumb to John and become his follower.
If Randy even gets attacked by the pig face.
Correct.
Because, again, he's really good at knowing all that shit. He know, if I go in this room, I'm going to get kidnapped.
Yep.
Better bring out my shotgun.
I think John's got this.
I think John's got this.
I think
this.
John's
that
got
brings
this.
John to the final round.
Damn.
Okay, so here we go. It's going to be Xenomorph and Leprechaun.
Don't know.
This is a tough one.
Is a xenomorph knowledgeable enough to know
It's
Leprechaun's
not that
weaknesses?
smart.
It's not super intelligent. It's
like a dolphin intelligence.
It's got slightly higher than average humor.
Then
intelligence.
if that's the case, then the leprechaun wins.
I think the Leprechaun wins just based on his mysticality and his ability to do like such crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Which third place round?
third place round, we got Zeno versus Randy.
Oh, wait, Randy.
Yeah.
Randy.
I thought Randy died.
Yeah, but third place.
Oh.
We're doing the third place bracket.
Xenomorph versus Randy. I'd say Randy because, as you guys have mentioned, he
knows all.
He knows all.
He knows all
His predictions?
like, tropes and stuff like that.
So he'd know not to go under vents. And this is Alien Isolation.
This is Isolation.
So this one's predictable.
This one's very predictable because they've been around for so long. Even though they've evolved a little bit, I think Randy's got to pull ahead to third place.
I think he would.
I think so too.
Leprechaun, John Kramer.
Well, didn't we do Hoffman versus the Leprechaun last round?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
So
another-
different.
But this is way different.
Hoffman and
John
are very different.
extremely
Yes,
different
but-
as people in general.
But during the Hoffman and Leprechaun round, Hoffman could be able to kill through the knowledge, which we said if we don't, we have the gold coins, all that. You said that
Yeah,
yourself.
but Leprechaun would cheat still.
Leprechaun would cheat.
Leprechaun would find a way to cheat, but at the same time, remember who's smarter, Kramer and Hoffman.
John is Kramer, but
John-
he knows humans.
He knows humans.
He knows
What's
humans.
not a human? A leprechaun.
But is the Leprechaun similar enough to the human where John would be able to figure out that it is the humor that kind of lets the Leprechaun like succeed?
and is like
It's not the humor.
Hoffman
it's
won
just
last.
the gold.
I'd say it's the goal, but
Listen. The leprechaun's been to the hood, okay? He's got. He's been to the hood twice, in fact.
That is true. That is very true. we gotta watch those movies with Nicholas.
Yeah,
No,
we definitely.
I'm definitely interested in watching Leprechaun, but
This is a very tough round.
here's my thinking: if Hoffman can beat the Leprechauns, can't John will? Because he's more smarter.
He is more smarter, but
this was
John doesn't have the
battle
drive
about
to kill.
John doesn't have as much of a drive to kill as
And I don't
Hoffman.
think the leprechaun would be willing to follow John even after a trap.
I agree.
Definitely not, but still.
I gotta give this one to Lep.
Probably. I think I got to agree.
I'll succumb to this, but yeah.
All right. So rounding off, we now have two winners. Our winner of the first one,
Who was?
Ash Williams,
And our winner of the second one, who
Leprechaun.
was?
Leprechaun.
Shall they go up against each other?
Ash Williams versus the Leprechaun.
Ash.
Do you wholeheartedly believe that?
I wholeheartedly believe that. Ash has gone up against magic. Remember the third movie where he traveled back in time
I agree.
and fought the Army of Darkness?
Yeah.
The Leprechaun can't do anything like that.
I think we got our winner.
I will agree with this.
And with an astounding
Amount of kills.
3 out of 3 winners. Steven, you get to remain as a full brother for next week.
Woohoo!
Nicholas, I'm sorry. You've been demoted to half brother.
I'll take the loss in this one. It is understandable. Who could beat Ash? And the whole bracket, who could beat Ash?
Who could beat Ash? Anyone in this bracket?
Check the bracket again.
Maybe John.
Kramer?
John's more psychological than Hoffman.
That
John-
is true.
I'd say there are 2 that would be very close to beating Ash. I'm not
I think
exactly sure.
Xenomorph could.
I was
clutch
thinking Zeno and John, I think, would be the 2 that would be the closest to actually beating Ash.
Because Ash's chainsaw would not go well with it with acid blood.
Correct.
Chucky also put up a good fight.
Chucky put up a good fight, but once we thought about the whole possession, voodoo, and necro stuff, I think the Necronomicon definitely pulled Ash ahead of
Ash would only use that as a last resort.
exactly,
though, obviously,
because it does affect him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, we've got that. I think Ash would only really go down against either John Kramer or Zeno.
Yeah.
So,
What about any character against Ash?
Ash is very, very heavy hitting.
But
He is very heavy.
But can't Ash Williams beat Goku?
Yes.
Anyways, I think we're ready to
I think that's it for this week.
That does it for 2.5 Brothers. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week when Nicholas hosts with his special topic for
I-
the second episode of Spooky Month.
Alrighty.
Spooky month.
Enjoy, everyone.